everybody, it's me, Valerie Valkyrie, flying in from the top row. My cat knocked stuff over in the other room just now. I don't know if he was on something that he shouldn't have been, and when I yelled, he got scared. You should probably go check on him. I'll be right back, 2 seconds.
I'm back. I'm back.
I don't know why when I go to the she'll be right back screen, it just deletes the chat for a little bit. He was fine. He knocked some stuff onto the trash bin to try and get inside the trash bin because he likes garbage. He acts like he doesn't get any food and his food dish is full. What a cat. What a cat. But yeah, more Final Fantasy 16. I sort of wish I could have played more of this before Final Fantasy 7 comes out, but it is what it is. I feel obligated to play Zelda tomorrow. Plus, I feel like we're getting close to the end of Zelda. So if I could finish Zelda tomorrow, that would be cool. I probably won't. Yeah! Epic Val time. Oh my god, what a great name. What a great name. Epic Val time? Do you think I could get sued for that? Also, hello, Yuki. Oh, hello. I feel like I have all these ideas for names for, like, shows for the channel, but then I just don't do anything with them. Because I still really want to do Demo Tuesdays on Tuesdays. I feel like that could be very, very fun. Except then I have to plug in the PS2. And it's not that hard, but plugging stuff in. Ugh. Nobody's ever used Epic blank time for anything. You're probably fine. Why is the chat not showing up? Hello? I need to fix this. It doesn't want to be fixed. Please. Please. Oh, there, I fixed it. Okay, it should never do that again. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I am so good at problem solving. Let's get into the video game. I've been watching a lot more streamers lately. Mostly VODs. I always feel bad because most of the streams that I watch are VODs. I usually don't catch people live. It's very seldom, and I love watching streams live.
This is no good.
Because then I can interact and chat, and that's fun. I love being a chat member, but I'm just I don't know. Nobody's ever live when I want to watch a stream. I'm sure there are actually people who are live when I want to watch a stream.
Lubor was true to his word.
We should get going.
But anyway, I've been watching Pat stares at again.
Ah,
Oh,
and not
cutscene.
too late.
Oh, this guy
What is it,
again.
Lubal?
We hate this
A
guy.
question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound? To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka. Just as I thought.
Yeah, we're going to fight
Then
Titans.
allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Tolmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you've seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
I'm listening to the
Not by
cutscene.
choice, at least. And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead. Always. If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest.
The mines! Like, Minecraft.
I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless. I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
You didn't really kill Cid,
so
though.
long as you have a
Like,
plan.
it wasn't your fault. We just learned about you, like, 2 days ago, sir. I don't think Cid really cared. But yeah, I've been watching
Drake's
Pat stares
Fang
at,
should be just beyond these springs.
just like VODs and stuff.
Shall
Old
we
stuff.
press on?
Press on.
But his intros to his streams are so long every time. It's honestly, I love it. It's just like the podcast. The podcast is so long. I used to listen to Castle Super Beast at work, and I wouldn't even get through a full podcast during the day because they're just so long. Like, I was watching The Silent Message, his playthrough of that with Paige. The intro's like 2 hours long. They start the game like 2 hours in. It's so good. It's like, when are they gonna play the game? I just never have anything really to talk about at the beginning of my streams, I think. I always think of things while I'm playing a game, especially during cutscenes, which totally isn't annoying at all for people watching. How can you be
There
live
it
and
is.
Val at the same
Drake's
time?
Fang.
No, right? A big rock.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards.
I thought we
all
were
on highest
splitting
alert.
ways with our uncle
You'll
during
need
this
to keep your
mission.
wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
Oh, maybe this
I
is the
will.
moment where we
Uncle.
split ways.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor.
So you were a coward.
I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but
I
I
love
cannot.
Clive staring at nothing.
I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize
That spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
I'm the main character after all.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew.
I can't wait for this guy to betray us.
Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents.
Or he's gonna die.
I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
He's totally gonna die. This
Till
man
then.
is gonna pass away.
Go safely, Uncle.
He's
And
dead.
you,
He's basically
nephew.
already dead.
We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all
I won't
your
be able to
adventures
because
when
you'll be
next
6
we
feet
meet.
under. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't write it, but I know. I
You
I
can
know what's
regale
going
me
to
too,
happen.
Torgal.
Aw, really? His voice actor passed away? That's really sad. Aw.
I'm coming for you.
I sort of feel bad that I really don't like Byron. Mid-development? Aw. We didn't even get to see the final game? That's so sad. Let's fight some titans. He's too lovable to turn traitor. Oh, he's got fake hands now. Oh, that sucks. Can they even, like, rip things? They're, like, made out of steel.
What is stood?
And that's called Phantom Pain, baby. You need to play some Metal Gear.
Got a rat done to me.
Can the fingers not move? How did he expect to grab a fort? Oh, it's that little creepy kid.
You, Rosfield. I'll rip out your heart. I'll tear you limb from limb.
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead.
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
This
Titan
is
would
that
have
weird
ground him
kid,
into
right?
dust.
I'm pretty sure.
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Aw, poor Titan.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Dude, you gave him fake hands that can't, like, grab things. Of course he's pissed off.
But so long as that fire burns within you,
How was
there
he
is
even
still
supposed to,
hope.
like,
There
hold
may
the
yet
fort?
be a
Of
way
course
for
he's
you to
mad.
take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
You can rip and tear things with your mouth. Look at Zorro.
What of it?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rossfield stole your power.
Do you
but
think
others
Hugo
have
really liked
suffered a
getting the head
similar
pat?
fate,
Because
and
usually
still managed
men of
to
his
find the
stature,
strength
people
to
don't think they
conjure
want
their
head pats.
ideal.
But I bet a lot of them wouldn't mind getting a head pat.
Like Benedicta Harmon.
Wifey.
She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
Yeah, but she also sort of went insane after.
Benedicto. Benedict.
I feel bad for Titan, because I feel like Benedicta didn't really like him all that much.
I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light.
Hugo, can you, like, listen to how this guy's delivering his lines and notice that he just wants the worst for you? No? Okay. Fine.
Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Oh! You're working with those guys. With Typhon? That was his name, right? The big bad? Oh, stinky. Oh. Oh. It's got like the head of a beast. Yay.
Orcs.
Oh, okay, like World of Warcraft. The only thing I know about WoW is the movie,
Did the royalists bring them from
but I
Ash?
didn't watch it. I watched clips from it though. Does that count? Does that make me a WoW fan? Into the darkness. Kingdom Hearts!
Are the beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen?
Rats! Do you think I'll actually be able to sneak by these guys? No.
They've spotted us.
You did it.
Taken over the entire mine.
Yeah, so the more I sat on Silent Hill, the silent message, the more I've realized that game's not good. I like the monster design. That was sort of cool. Also, that was awesome. But like, the story of that game, it's just got so many problems.
So much for the men of the rock. Dalmacia's finest.
But yeah, did you see my tweet? We are 5 subscribers away from reaching 500 subs. And I think at 500 subs, we might be able to get some emotes, if I remember correctly, or maybe things have changed since last time I checked. But I think at 500 we can, like, actually have memberships and stuff. So that's fun. I'm honestly surprised we've made it to 500. I am shocked. Like, yes, I've been streaming for, I think this is the 3rd year now? Maybe? Question mark? But like, yeah, it feels like it's been quick. Time has flown by, it feels like. I was actually watching some of my first streams, like the first karaoke streams and stuff. I feel like a fun thing to do would be a karaoke stream where I do the set list of like my first, I pick songs from like the first few karaoke streams I ever did.
Animals.
Just to see if I've improved any. I feel like that could be very fun. I would love to play the guitar again, too. I used to play the guitar. I think it was only on my first ever karaoke stream. I played guitar and an auto harp. I'm trying to remember where my auto harp even is. Isn't that sad? It's been so long since I've played. Get that guy. Oh, I guess I was supposed to... I don't know how I was supposed to get up there. I would love to get a new auto harp. My auto harp is very old. I bought mine used, and it's like a very cheap one to begin with. Oh, where I'm supposed to go. I would love to play a, like, nice auto harp at some point, just to see how different it sounds. Because I just feel like mine sounds almost kiddie, if that makes sense. It sounds Like a toy, almost. Doesn't sound like a nice instrument. It's great to learn on, though. I think I got it for like 50 bucks. So I really can't complain. Because I just wanted to see if I liked it,
This must be the way
if
out.
it's something that I would like to actually learn how to play, and it is. I highly recommend, even if you think you are not capable of learning an instrument, but have always loved the idea of playing an instrument, try an auto harp. They really are just a great, easy beginner instrument. Like, it's right in the name. Oh. Big lad.
I won't be sneaking past this one. How did they get in here?
I miss. Ugh. Okay, I'm getting all of the Titan things. Just all of them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, hell yeah, we killed him with a parry. You guys proud? I feel like I've improved so much at this game. The parries are so satisfying. You think if we stay here long enough, we'll see him enter the live stream? So we're gonna catch Titan, like, as soon as he starts
By the
drinking
flames.
the dirty water, right?
Come on, Torgal.
The, like, magic soup that makes you crazy. I bet
Kuka
these are
never did do
potions.
things by halves. As if taking the mother crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
Camera did not like those stairs. I'm sure we won't have to fight people here. Brother!
Let the trial begin.
No way! Who could have predicted that this boss room would have a boss in it?
What the hell?
Spirits Within! Isn't that the name of the movie? Damn. Jesus! That's the name of the bad movie, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Spirits Within. It's been a while since I've watched the movie. I got that movie as a Christmas present. That's sort of sad. I feel like I should rewatch it. There's no way it can be that bad. That was fucking cool. Oh, that was not as cool. Keep wasting that one. I always forget that I have to hold. Oh, it teleports behind you! Get his cheeks! I was looking at chat. Oh, our dog transformed. Oh, I got distracted. Yeah! I learned a $1 bag of oyster crackers contains roughly 30% more snack than a $5 bag of chips, making oyster crackers my snack of choice. Oh! I've never had oyster crackers. Are they good? I don't know if I like oysters. I've never had oysters. Which is strange because in Canada we have the drink Clamato. Wait, I guess that's clams. Are clams the same as oysters? They're similar, right? Right? Also, do you guys have Clamatos in America? Because I heard that it's a drink from Canada. Clamato is in America. Okay, okay. See, I know people that drink Clamato, and they're like, yeah, but don't put any clams in it. But then you're just drinking tomato. That's not a Clamato.
So this is the power of Muthos.
Wow, he must be controlled by a pro gamer girl. Did you see all of those parries he did? Wow. I should subscribe to her YouTube channel. Yikes, dude.
Did the orcs do this too?
The only place you can ever get poutine is in a British food restaurant, and it's usually the best thing on the menu. It's so weird that it's at a British food restaurant. So I guess, what's a Canadian food restaurant? Right? That's not really a thing. I don't even know what would be on the menu other than, like, poutine. Let's see. Beaver tails? But those are just elephant ears. And cow tongues. Like, they're all the same, it's just we call them beaver tails sometimes. But only one company can call them beaver tails, so that's not even a thing. Like all British food, the restaurants are usually an amalgamation of other nations' dishes. That's true. I don't think I've ever been to, like, oh no, I have. I've been to a pub restaurant thing, and it was like,
More of them.
they had food, but it was mostly just fish and chips. And my dad said that the guy who, like, cooks there, he takes the fish out of the fryer with his bare hands. Like, he reaches into the oil and just grabs it. Isn't that cool? Wouldn't you want to eat there?
Farewell.
We were all distracted and looked away the instant you parried each time that fight. Damn. I guess I'm gonna have to parry a whole bunch in the next boss fight.
Alright.
I like this JoJo punch move. He really said, yes, my right hand. We know that we can't go through the door because we're in a fight.
What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
Like, I couldn't imagine. How can you just put your whole hand into oil? Boiling oil. And just be fine. I don't care. Get that fish out. The taste of my skin adds to the flavor. Like, crazy. It was very good fish, but absolutely insane behavior. So yes, I have eaten old man flesh, apparently. But not in that way, not in that way. In the old man took the fish out of the fryer with his bare hand kind of old man flesh. Not the other one that you were thinking. We had a local British food restaurant pop up. It closed within the year. That's so sad. We had a sub place open up in, like, the city where I grew up at, and I think it didn't even get to open. They put the sign up and they were gonna open, and then COVID happened. So that's sort of sad. Okay, don't let it use bravery. Got it. It used bravery. It did it. This one. Get rid of this one. I had a dream last night that Square Enix put out a trailer, or they did like this live stream showing off some of the cool mechanics in the new Final Fantasy VII. And I don't even know why I was watching it, because I haven't been watching any commercials, right? Or anything. Or at least trying to. But in the trailer, they were like, oh yeah, let's show you, we have a system in place where your decisions change the story. Even things that happened in the original game might be changed based off of what you choose. And I was like, oh, that's a cool mechanic. They were like, let's show you one of the scenes that can be changed. I think fans will like this one. And then it was like the Aerith thing from the original, the bad time. And they were like, depending on your decisions in the game, you might be able to save her. And then it showed what happens if you save her, and it was like, you're spoiling! And then I woke up. New mechanics in Remake, an arcade game that lets you just play the original FF7. Fuck. I could see that actually happening. Exactly. It was a dream that spawned from fear and a reality that we live in. It's like how Like a Dragon just spoiled so much of their plot. For no reason. In their trailers. Like the last big conversation between Ichiban and Kiryu, they just showed half of that in a cutscene, in a trailer. Or Kiryu's sickness. It's like, guys, you didn't have to do that. We were gonna buy the game. Do you think they're gonna have a callback to Aerith with the folding chair? I hope so. Oh, she got a steel chair! Oh! Aerith really said, hey, toss me a chair. Classic wrestling callback. I love that video so much, of the guy being like, hey, toss me a chair. And everyone in the audience just starts throwing chairs. The pile of chairs is so big. They had to go over the PA system like, stop throwing chairs. Stop. That video is so powerful. Like, what were they even thinking? As soon as one person threw a chair, I would think as a normal human being, hey, I don't have to throw my chair now. the 50th person threw their chair in, and the guy beside me was like, you know what? I think I need to throw my chair in too. No, you have to do it for the bit. But how did the bit even start? It's like they all knew. They said, right, all of the fans, all of the audience got together outside at the tailgate party before the match. And they said, hey, if somebody asks for a chair, let's all throw them in the middle of the ring and see how high we can get that pile of chairs to be. I love it. Yeah, let's sneak around.
You've been busy, Kupka.
Oh, eat the cheese! Is it cheese or is it bread?
But where did you go?
Whatever it is, we should eat that. Also, would love that bed in real life.
The heart.
I do think the wrestlers in that clip
He's in
got
the sanctuary.
buried with the chairs.
I can feel it. Come on, Toggle.
Is this where I came from? Yeah. Ooh, secrets. Do you think we're gonna find, like, something embarrassing down here? Huh. Oh, is this just another way to there?
Just what I needed.
The steel chair is like a really good weapon. There should be like, oh, he blew up. There should be an action RPG where the weapon you use is a steel chair. And you can get other steel chairs. But that's a fighting game. That's not the same.
It's over.
Ow. Ooh, Pug!
That had better be the last of them.
Dabba D and Dabba Die. Oh, because they're blue! I get it. Oh, is this him? I can't believe Clive went in here and was like, hey, I'm not gonna destroy the Mother Crystal. I don't have to yet.
Missed you so much. Kuka!
Were his eyes always that green? Oh. Is she naked?
I swear to you, my love,
Cover your eyes.
we will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
Oh, he can't see it. Oh! He's just insane. That's me.
You got away from her. Benedicta!
God. I'm getting berserk flashbacks. Oh no.
I'll kill you, Roswell! Oh shit, he's priming. No, not now.
Not the anime headaches! They always come at the worst times.
Come on.
Imagine if we found out. No, he's just having migraines. Has nothing to do with the gods. Nothing to do with the crystals.
Before, you can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No.
Grab the sword within your soul. This guy. Remember the Titan fight in Final Fantasy 15? That was fun. Also, Titan's sort of given me Armored Titan vibes. Oh, he grew his hands back! Good for you. I'm so proud of you. Hello, Jeffy. Welcome, welcome. Ah. Oh, right, I can jump. Don't kick me! Man's landed one attack and he's done all the damage I've done to him. Love that for him. You missed! Damn it. No. break the armor on this thing.
Also, love how big the numbers are.
There we go.
Punch his dick!
No, I went this way. I hope you have an hour to spare. There's no way this fight is an hour long.
Are you running away?
It's just throwing stuff at me. I am firing my laser.
Nice trick. But if you can do it, then so could I!
Oh. We've learned Brimstone. Who do you think you are, I am?
That's a big rock. That's a big rock.
Brimstone. Clive has learned the ability Brimstone from Titan. Hold and release R2 and square to emit a violent explosion. Hold R2 and square longer to increase the explosion size and strength. Press X at any time to cancel the charge without triggering the explosion. Ifrit is invulnerable to damage while charging Brimstone. Suffering an attack, however, will automatically trigger the explosion.
Let's give this a try.
So, for those hold ones, do I want to aim for the red or the yellow? Because for the other one, I always went for the red because they were the smaller ones, so I thought that was the strong one. But this one, the reds are the big ones. So should I be going for the yellow ones? Or is it just so this one's easier? I think it's just so this one's easier.
Ow!
Yeah! I think we got him. Uh-oh.
You just fucking grabbed me! Oh!
Mash! Oh, that was so fucking cool!
What's that? Was that the mother crystal? No, don't eat it! It's just like Zelda. He eats rocks.
Right, hit my microphone. Stretching out my legs. That's better. He ate a rock. He ate rock. He ate the rock. No! Anything but that. Oh, this is just like Final Fantasy 15. The best Final Fantasy. Oh, jeez. Yo, you look cool as hell. Can I do that?
Help me. It's you or die! I'm coming to
Oh, it's like Sonic the Hedgehog! This music is so good. Oh, this is the best. Oh, I'm having fun! Oh no, but I'm doing poorly. Oh, they home in on you. No way. That or I'm very unlucky. Imagine if this happened to you if you ate a rock. It won't. Don't do it. This is so cool. This is what Sonic the Hedgehog wishes it was. Oh shit. Oh, okay. God damn it, I'm doing so poorly. I think I got hit by everything. Ah! I'm still getting hit by everything. I've never been good at Sonic, so this tracks. Oh! I thought he was gonna punch it. Imagine if our uncle was here. What do you think he would do in this situation? Ah!
I've got you now.
Now it's like a God of War fight.
Oh, really?
Can't believe we got rid of one of the new hands he had made.
these are really big, huh? Damn it, that one I always mess up on. Little rock is, getting smaller. Damn. Damn! Ah! Okay, we want to go for the yellow one. I think we got a little bit more. Yeah! Get him! We got one hit! They didn't have to go this hard. They didn't have to do that for us. But they did. Who's soaking? Oh, the person who made the music? It's really good. It's so different than what the rest of the music has been like in this game. I love it. I feel like I'm playing Bayonetta or DMC. So do they make like the music for FF14 and stuff too? I can see why you said I hope you have an hour. Oh. Oh. awesome that he's sick, but that he's still making like awesome work. Good. I am surprised. I know this game did well, but I feel like I just didn't hear a lot about it when it came out. I know that like a lot of streamers were playing it and they all really enjoyed it. But like it wasn't filling up my Twitter or anything, maybe because I was sort of avoiding it. So then I just didn't get any of that. Oh, maybe that's why. I'm sure it shouldn't be too long till it comes out for PC. What was Final Fantasy VII, like a year? Oh, love the vocals. Hell yeah.
You're mine.
We're gonna rip off his other arm? Dude, he's only had these new hands for like an hour. Hey, you don't have to worry about me. I'm just going in there and I'm gonna kill Titans. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. Now we're playing Azura's Wrath. Wow. This is crazy. This is crazy. Now this just makes me want Azura's Wrath remake, though. Has too much gameplay to be called Azura's Wrath. Azura's Wrath is fun though. It's a compliment. Also, I think it's less the universe's fault that he keeps losing his hands, and it's more Clive's fault. I feel like Clive just does not like his hands. So sick dive pick. Yeah! Yes! Yes! Also, by the way, I think I might have neighbors now. There was a car near the apartment that's beside me. So this is like fighting the Phoenix. balls. Oh. Yeah.
It was fun until they said pay again to see the ending. Yeah.
That's why we need a remake. Azura's Wrath. Is that Shiva?
From the Mother Crystal. If you can do it.
To go even further beyond. Oh, big hands. Are we gonna get rid of his new hands? I love JoJo. Wait, you can't get rid of my hands. That's not allowed. Yes. Stupid. I love that. Oh, did I get any cool spoils? Not really. I'm gonna turn back into a human and he'll have his hand. I'm more invested in the hand story than all this. I want to know if his body's gonna have hands when he turns back into a human. I was pointing at the screen. Like you guys. Yeah, don't worry guys, I'm not gonna destroy the Mother Crystal. Yay! Sid is smiling down upon us. No! doesn't even have feet! This is the worst. Jesus. You won, but at what cost? Damn. That was almost too real. I felt that. Are you me?
Is that you, Ultima?
Oh no, it's Ultima. Okay.
What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished.
Oh, okay. I thought this
With
guy's
every
name was
step you
Typhon.
take,
Right, it was
you
Ultima.
grow in strength,
It's been a while.
and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
I thought this guy was living in, like, Joshua's Mind Palace now. Joshua's Heart Hotel. Wait, I need that, though. Wait, I need that. That's my best sword.
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Brother!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Okay. Brother. Brother. Brother.
Thank you, Joshua.
Liquid. Snake.
One can no more command
Other
the power
brother.
of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Well, yeah. He was the
Titan
rock
was
guy.
strong.
He eats rocks.
Your Majesty,
But Mythos is
Oh,
stronger.
it's this hot guy. The hot guy who didn't want
For
to have sex
5
with our
years,
mom,
that man
right?
lived only for revenge.
At the beginning?
Clinging
No, wait, no, that was
fast
her
to
dad.
Fiction, even as it swept him
This
into
isn't
the
that
abyss.
Wait. Was this the
One
guy who...
cannot change one's nature through force of will alone.
Was there another guy who
Only
didn't
the
want to fuck our
Almighty
mom?
Can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head.
I'm sure there's... I think there's other guys who would give their lives for a woman's head, if you know what I mean.
Oh, that the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
It is pretty. You said that last time, too. They should make it more of an event when they're gonna do it, so more people get to see how pretty it is. Because, what, there's like 2 left?
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay,
We saw
you may
that
trust in
girl
your dragoons.
before, didn't we? After the
Beg you
time
to call
skip?
on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now,
Are we
the
the bad
Daleks suspect
guys?
nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
Aw.
Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Is this the news that Titan's dead?
Olivier has been
Oh.
made Emperor.
Oh.
What is the meaning of this?
My father's orders. What were they? Quickly! Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and... Ah!
That man ran out of the cutscene. He's like, I don't want to deal with this. I'm out.
Terence,
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
It's so... I love that they say,
What is it now?
already your steed, and it's a chocobo. It's so strange that it's not horses.
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
I will save you from having to be
stand in the
evil,
presence
and you
of
can
the
join my team of the good guys.
You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all.
I like Joshua's mullet.
Though I admit,
It's a nice haircut.
I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
Chocobos animate themselves. That's why Chocobos have
How many
so
years
many
has it been
spin-off
since the
games.
Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
But I wasn't.
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage. I have a tale.
I
to
like
tell
that
you.
Joshua is now charismatic. I like that. Because he was like just sort of a little weenie before. Whereas now he carries himself almost like Clive. I like to think that he probably has based his personality growing up on what Clive used to be like. It's cute. Out of the shadow.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
What way is he?
There's so many side quests.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
And the Mother Crystal. And the Mother Crystal.
All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place is smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto. Any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
The map dimension.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent
do I
of
stink?
Waluders.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in storm before. The Waluders must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
Adamantus, that's like the big turtle, right? That takes 14 hours to fight.
The kingdom of Walud claims dominion over all of
Remember when that was like a
It is
thing
a
people
nation
said?
forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas
I remember
Bond,
watching
the dominant
Clueless
of
Gamer.
Odin. The Canvarian War
And
of
Elijah Wood
Independence
was
in
like,
849.
yeah, we're gonna fight the
Battle of the Twin
Adamantus.
Realms in
It takes
865.
14 real hours to
The
fight.
Battle of Belinus Tor in 873.
And Conan is like, what?
Wheresoever his armies fought,
That's not true,
Odin
by
was
the way.
found
It
when
doesn't
the
take that
fighting
long.
was fiercest.
Especially not in
But
Final
of late,
Fantasy 15.
The warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single
It takes 14
ship
hours
in
if you don't know
support
what you're
of his
doing.
Dalmekian
Okay.
allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang? Only to make no attempt to claim the mother crystal.
Like, yeah,
for
the fight
Waloed.
took a while.
It can hardly
Not that
be
long.
for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins.
And it's not even that the fight is hard.
We have
It's
not
just
seen
boring.
last
The
of
thing doesn't
Waloed
move.
standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot?
Not me. I'm the main character.
In summary, I know not to what end the royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
I'm sure that will have no
Indeed he is.
consequences for him.
Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka
Absolute virtue?
is dead. The wounds
Is that
he left
from
night
Final
are still
Fantasy
raw, especially for those
11?
who lived with
Is
Sid
that the other
longest.
online one?
Tell them
Or 12?
that
No,
those
it's 12,
wounds might
right?
finally begin
No.
to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never
11.
known you to be sentimental.
Yeah.
What can I say? I am only human.
And then people beat it.
And we are,
And
all
Squared,
of
like,
us,
put out a patch to
sentimental
be like, no, you
animals
didn't.
at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Ooh, we can craft new things. Maybe a better sword? No, you're beating him wrong.
Blackthorn.
It's supposed to
You
be
have a moment.
impossible.
What
How
is it?
dare you
I'm
be
busy.
good at our game?
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Wait, I'm not leaving though. I want sword though?
Back, are ya? Not saying Fordian, do you? Should last you a good while. No scratches, all right? That it? Fine.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself.
The real way to beat
true what
him
Mary
was to
meant.
have other groups
Nothing
take out
escapes you,
4
Lady
different
Karen.
bosses on the map
true.
while fighting him, then
Cooper is
somehow
dead.
divine from the Aether what element
more
he's
looking
weak
over our
to each
shoulders, then.
minute.
Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck.
Failure
let
to
it go
hit
to
it
your head, though.
with the correct element causes it to cast super cure spells. Like, that doesn't even sound fun.
Well, don't just
Like, I
stand
love a
there
gimmicky
gawping.
boss, don't get me wrong. But when it's like, oh, you have to be psychic. Less fun.
If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. Is that all?
Oops.
Clive?
14's is much more manageable. You die to an attack you can't comprehend, then spend 10 minutes gathering info from your team as to what the hell killed everyone. Oh god. Oh god. This is why I can't get into MMOs.
What do you want? Yeah, that should do you.
Beat the boss facing east on a Tuesday with a dagger infused with 6 materia.
Fine.
No more, no less.
Ah, Clive. Have you come
I don't know
seeking
if
the
Maple
gift of
Story
knowledge?
2 had stuff like
No.
that.
To share mine, actually.
It must have. I just didn't notice.
Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying.
Wow.
He is. The big baby.
Wow, get out of here. No
With
bullying.
good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
But I never bought stuff in Maple Story 2. Oh, but maybe
Clive.
the original
I cannot
Maple
wait
Story
to
was
share
different.
the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kuka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him with my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. we see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
Ken?
The bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
There's another MMO I played for a little bit called Elsword.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it.
It was
from
sort of
Otto's
cool.
own lips.
It was too hard to customize your character, though. They really wanted you to buy stuff. Like, let me at least customize my character with things I can get in the game.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
So, the professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Get to Mid, we have to go up there, right? Am I gonna be sad? Ragnarok was a funny game. Had a friend collected a whole bunch of goblin masks so he can pull a what? Hexadecimal from Reboot? He had a mask. Oh, okay, I know what you mean. I know that enemy. Or that lady. He had a mask for every expression. I love that. For like 2 seconds, I did not know that you were talking about Reboot the show. God, what a blast from the past. Wow. Canadian cartoons at its finest.
All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
That's the smithy, right?
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
This way? Maybe?
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
You remember the first book you read that didn't have any pictures in it? I'm trying to remember what mine was. God, it was so long ago. There were these books about fairies, and each one was like a different color. But they had, at the beginning of chapters and stuff, there was like a little illustration, but I think that was the first one I read that didn't have like explicit, like a picture book. Goosebumps, that makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, we also had these books, and they were little hardcover books, and they were written like a diary almost. It wasn't Diary of a Wimpy Kid. But they followed like girls through historical events. I think I read one of those. That might have been the first one.
Out with it.
It's for mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Goosebumps. Are you afraid of bees? Was that one of the Goosebumps?
I don't know what the hell
I've never
you want
read
this
them.
for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gavin-Otto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, hasn't she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And
all of this.
What is it we need to do exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valkyrie. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock.
That's
It
almost
just needs
me.
buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand coat in the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Yes, that's me.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
Is this another padding mission?
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Duh.
Gav, you're with me.
All right then. So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's
There
a
will
river that
never
runs through the
not
southern
be
reaches
padding
of Valkyrie.
mission.
It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Valkyrie, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Blackthorn's supply. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting
They
them
really grinded this game to a halt.
I like to see him try.
We had the coolest mission ever.
Your own time.
Now it's, please go shopping.
Ugh, I'm never drinking
Not this. Not, no! Let me out! Elevators like this are scary, because like, what if you got crushed by one?
Welcome home, Sid.
Didn't know you had that many teeth. What does that mean? Do I have too many teeth? Wait, what? Huh? What? Where am I supposed to be going? Oh, this is not okay. I thought I was in the hideaway. I thought it yeah.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Gav?
Hi, Gav.
Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet.
Does
if we
Gav
wanna
always
grab as
have
much
that
of
like
this
bit of
Stardust
hair
stuff as we can.
not pushed back? That
Don't know what
little bit of
Blackthorn's plans
loose
to do
hair?
with it though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seemed to think it was worthless. But if Stardust
Mission
is what
1,
Blackthorn
fight
wants,
God.
Stardust
Mission
is what he'll
2,
get.
fight
There's
off
plenty
the
of the
urge
stuff
to go
lying about
shopping.
just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
It's like how the message of Silent Hill, the silent message was, or the short message was, are you sad? Just go shopping. Jump.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
This is the most mission I have ever been on. Don't see any more. Ah, it's up here. Ah, I see it. Thought the message was, don't jump off a bridge. They spent way too much time glorifying, yeah. That game is
The messaging is so strange. I feel like a robot wrote it. And I wouldn't be surprised. If they came out and said, yeah, we had an AI write this, I'd be like, that makes sense. Yeah. A character in that game is like, this book that I really like, the author unalived themselves. It was so beautiful. What? That's the lesson you took out of it? Of the book? And the story? Of him? Ooh. Huh?
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough.
And then her friends were like, wow, she's so artistic. She's so artistic and cool. We shouldn't have to worry about her at all.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
I was sort of looking at his, he was looking downwards. Like at his cleavage.
Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
Were we?
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you.
I can't wait for Gav to be totally safe during the next big mission.
Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
I love how he's like, nah, I'm gonna hang out here a while more, Gav. You go on ahead. Gav's like, oh, okay. And then as soon as Gav leaves, Clive is like, let's go home. Now that he's gone. Wait! I think I just saw something. You can do this! I didn't think you could do this. I think the most egregious part was that their moral was just reach out, except the victim did reach out and the protagonist did nothing. She did. She did nothing. She said, you know what will be a good prank? Hiding this note that is her final cry for help. Like, excuse me? There's my hero. There's our hero of our video game.
Blackthorn. Got everything you need.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
It's true, she was the bully.
Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You beats sneaking around on your Todd all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
That game was written like a Bloober game. And I am so amazed that Bloober has nothing to do with that one.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Bullies will always get everything they want. So you too should be a bully. That is a joke. That is a joke. Don't be a bully. Don't be a bully.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
They don't have any pictures in them.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn's started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
Oh my
Hell,
god!
For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
Her name's what's her name?
Right.
That's a cool name. Oh, no, it's Helena.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see
I've
the
seen them.
mithril engine in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating.
That would be awful!
In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy.
That's
Our
so
experiments
cool!
have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand
Rad.
and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why? If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The
game's
forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing.
I have a
The thing
complaint
is,
on the
well,
video game.
I probably should have arranged
His
to have the
pacing
pieces
is
we need
whack.
brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Last night for dinner, I had buttermilk, chicken tenders, and smiley face fries from the air fryer. And I think I cooked it too long. They were all just a little bit too brown. I like having dinner like that. We call it brown dinner because everything on your plate is the exact same color.
It's very appetizing. But the chicken tenders were very good. They were delicious. The smiley face fries, they tasted fuzzy. Like that's all I could get out of it, was these taste fuzzy. That's not the way. Wait. Let's do this. I don't have to walk the whole way. Now I'm hoping that the smiley face fries are actually good, and the only reason they tasted fuzzy was because I overcooked them. I hope that is the problem, and not that they just aren't as good as I remember from when I was a kid. Also, we used to cook them in the stove when I was a kid, so maybe that's also the problem. The fact that I wanted to be fancy. Always get lost here. No worries, no worry. Have you ever had smiley face fries? I used to get them a lot as a kid, and the only reason I bought them last time I went grocery shopping was because I saw them and I was like, ah, yes. I would also like to relive some childlike wonder. And then it was disappointing. But I'm hoping it is just my fault for not cooking them right. Oh, this spider doesn't stand a chance.
You're finished.
Good job, dog. Remember that time we fought the troll here? And then we were doing that to try and save a guy? And then we just sort of ran away from the guy who we were trying to save? How far are you? Like in the game? I don't know.
So much for
I
coming.
have absolutely no idea.
Ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
I feel like we must be getting close to the end just because of how cool the last boss fight was.
Anybody home?
Dog. Oh, the little freak's back!
This must be our
Mike
unwanted
Wazowski.
visitor. Time to go.
Remember that time we fought one of these guys? And then we accidentally stepped out of the ring and he gained all of his health back. Like right at the end of the fight.
Too slow.
feels funny sometimes. Sometimes I get this thing where if I breathe in, it feels like there's feathers in my nose. Like it's tickly and itchy at the same time. I did not mean to use this item.
Nice try. Too slow.
Oh, he's still alive? There we go. There we go. That's the first sign of the sinus infection. Enjoy worrying if you have to go to the doctor for the next 2 days. I feel like
The things I do for you, Mid.
that happens to me all the time, though.
Thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right.
You can get, like, medicine
I'll let Mid know you're on your
at
way.
the drugstore or, like, Walmart, usually. Any place that sells, like, over-the-counter stuff. And it's, like, this little bottle, and you stick it in your nose, and you squeeze it, and it sprays up into your sinuses, and it clears you up, like, so fast. I love that stuff. It was a game changer. As someone who always has, like, inflamed sinuses, oh, it's great. You know why the main icon is Ifrit? Because Yoshi P felt bad for Ifrit being the first enemy boss in most Final Fantasies and gets styled on each game. I love that. There was a treasure here. It's gone now. Really? Oh no, wait, it's over here. Ah. Oh, we already got it. One more time. We better get there and she better say, hey, while you were away, I did the last thing. She better say that. Or my fist is going through the screen.
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
Didn't say it.
How so?
The plate
So
is enough
mad!
to stop the engines going
Come
pop,
on, I want
but
like
those
full
things will still
game.
be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why
Your
you
dad
need
was
proper
so
shielding.
cool.
A prison for the
Your
dragon's
dad gave us
breath
such
that's
cool
blazing away
missions.
inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the
Heavy.
plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
He said, let's see how much the players actually like the game.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
With no pictures in them! Sorry. Oh, there's an episode of Blue Exorcist I need to watch. It came out on Saturday. Do that tonight.
Harpocrates, do you have the moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific
I don't know, but
requirements for
it's
the materials.
very interesting.
The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Harpocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
Do you ever have the fear that
So
you
you
may
need a
one
hand,
day
do you?
be literally undateable once
I'll be heading to
calendars
market
are
for the ingredients
abolished?
we
I'm
need.
already
I could do
undateable,
some help.
apparently.
And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to
So I
prepare
have
the
no
shielding
fear.
itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always.
Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure Either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive. So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
All right. So, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing
It's
a
not
list.
that I don't like Jill,
Garlic.
but I like the one who's
Conch
mean to
shells.
me.
Are you sure this is the right list? Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Well, isn't that convenient? I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance. I'll meet you there.
All right. Stay safe.
Imagine if they took the people that you
See you later,
chose
Clive.
Good luck with your research.
for these missions, and those were the characters that they kill in the next chapter. They're like, oh, you like these ones? Well, now they're dead. If so, then I should not have picked Gav. Oh, right, I don't have to do this every time. I don't have to leave.
No. Where's
That
Talia?
does happen in one of my current games. Oh, God.
There's talk. Keep them pilgers nice and chilled.
Need to stock up on
I'll have
these.
you spoiled.
There you are, Talia.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right. What shall I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
Garlic and nuts. Hey! I'm playing nut! Love that commercial. Love that commercial so much. I'm playing nut!
Buy, sell, or be gone. Go on. Take it. Thanks for nothing.
Jesus, dude.
is anyone supposed to...
Maybe he would get more customers if he was somewhat happy.
You haven't much, but you're
Even
free
if he
to
just
look.
pretended.
I hope it's to your liking. You're always welcome
Let's
here
do
in
it.
Lostwing.
See,
Hopefully
like
Talia's
this guy.
finished too.
Fresh cuts! Come and get them. Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin in the bushel.
Well, did you find everything?
I did. Here.
My feet are getting cold. I don't have socks on because I don't like wearing socks.
Garlic
Cardboard
and
box
pepio
that I've been
nuts.
using to
Job
keep
done.
my feet up
We should get this
is,
back
like,
to Tomes then. He'll
starting
be
to
waiting.
fall apart. But it's the perfect height
Plus-
box.
We're not in too much of a rush, are we? Quick chat. Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since
See,
you and that
I
skull
have
of
this
yours
like
first
reclining
appeared, you haven't invited me
mechanical
out
chair
once. For
in my
shame.
living room that I would love to set
Well, it
up in
seemed
front of
long
my
overdue.
computer out here.
And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock
Because
my
then,
supplies of herbs
like, I
and
bought
liniment,
it
yes.
when I was
You and
first
Jill alone
diagnosed
burned
with
through them like
fibromyalgia,
wildfire.
because
No luck, though.
my couch is
My
very
usual
uncomfortable.
supplier's not
So it's
here,
like, oh, I'll
and I
sit
refuse to
here
pay the prices these gougers charge.
when I watch TV and stuff, because I used to watch a lot of TV when I was at my other apartment.
What is it?
Oh,
But now I don't
just
use it all that much,
memories.
and it's very
I came here
comfortable.
with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today.
So I should have it here,
And
but I
just like
can't move it
today,
in
I
here
came
by
away
myself.
empty-handed.
And I think it's like
Sid even
just
said he'd
too
speak
big
to
to get
Karen
through
for
my
me
door
when we got
to
back.
put in front of my computer.
Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met?
Yeah.
Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Tyre,
For what?
for everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't?
My favorite part of you, Arya,
But in the
is
spheres
the
of
fact that your
sharing and
hand
caring,
clips through your sleeve.
You're appreciated too. By all of us.
Wearing socks is the worst. What a terrible invention.
Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
We're finally done. We're done.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew. How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Many hands make light work, but also too many cooks spoil the broth. So what is it?
Oh, and Clive. It was good to
You
talk.
love me?
We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here is almost at an end.
Yes.
A shame.
Finally.
I was enjoying playing the man of action for once.
I
When both
wasn't.
The shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
Let me free. Let me be free from this hell.
Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
I want to know the thought process of why they wanted to put this in the game. Whose idea was it to make it 3 separate missions?
He cracked the crystal too. You're joking.
I went the wrong way!
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Did you know that editors started reading books without pictures in them?
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need.
Impossible.
He's supervising the construction and testing of the
I
shielding
think
as we
I
speak.
won't believe that he started reading
Brilliant.
books without pictures
knew
in
you
them
wouldn't let me down.
unless I hear it about
me.
10 more times.
I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
I love how she laughed without opening her mouth. She's so talented.
Sometime later. We did all of this for this eyesore.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
I'm not doing those
Don't
missions
worry.
again.
Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming.
You want your dad to see it?
Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Really? That's a ship. Let's sail it around the lake.
Kids are so dumb.
All right, Clive. Asterix. Mid finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave.
No, she's
No
coming.
excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Wait, really? Yes, I was born yesterday too.
Obolus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Oh.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry at all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you.
Me?
Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obolus.
Don't mention it.
I sure hope our uncle is okay.
What tidings, Uncle?
My dear boy, my journey to Canver has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strongbox with us, but his considerable knowledge of the goings-on in the free cities, by which I learned of the endeavors of a certain young friend of yours, though I, for one, believe Miss Tailman's project to be quite the valiant enterprise. I doubt the Canverian authorities will take kindly to the unauthorized use of their dockyards, no matter how deserted, and if rumor has already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guildmasters are rapping at our door. Which is why I pen you this note. I would like to borrow your man Gav for a moon or two, that he might keep a watch on those who might mean our little fellowship ill, and warn us of any impending attack. I trust that you will give this proposal your full consideration. Your loving uncle, Baron.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
I think bad things are gonna happen
So
there.
what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Got to admit, the dirty work was kind of fun.
Not
Everyone
really.
pitching in and all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
No!
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord
It was
Rosfield
not
of
fun.
the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
It was dull and tedious, in fact. It was probably some of the worst missions I've ever been on. Sid's legacy. Is this his grave? Aww. Oh, I'm sad.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead.
Phoenix Downs! But it can, though!
Life has a beginning and an end.
At the end of the game, Josh was gonna bring Sid
So we
back
must
to
live while
life.
we have the chance,
All of them. All of the dominants.
and not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Well, this feels like the beginning of
Lady Karen,
a big final
bless
mission.
a surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies.
Love how Jill made our flower look better. That's it. That's him. He did that.
It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these.
So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You break me bones, you great galoot!
I love him. Yeah, just put a hood on and nobody will be able to see us.
There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets.
He's so
It's
excited.
managed by the
He's
Merchants
totally
Guild.
gonna
Just
die.
show them Goots' traders past and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Glad to have you with us, Goot.
Oh, okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
You're not gonna be careful enough this time, Gav. I'm sorry. You're a walking red flag.
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Even the way they framed Gav in that last shot of him, there's no way. Absolutely no way. Eastern Dalmatia. Onward, and the next chapter will be and
How are you feeling?
upward.
Better. Thanks to Talia.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. The new boy.
Let's save. And let's go to the talking screen. This feels like a great spot to end today's stream. We started off with the best mission that we have seen on the channel of any video game. And then we spent the next 2 hours doing fetch quests. It was probably the most hype moment on the channel and the most boring. This game's got everything. Can't wait for the next one though. I'm sure the next stream of this will be super hype. But yeah, tomorrow we are playing Zelda. I think we're almost done Zelda. We're gonna be getting the final shard of the mirror. And nothing bad will happen after we do that. Can't believe Val said, I'm beginning to stream, and then streamed all over us. I know, right? Can you believe that? Don't worry, this pattern won't change. Oh no. Oh no. But yeah, Wednesday there is no stream because I have to go stay the night at somewhere else, so I'll be closer to the city so I can buy Final Fantasy in the morning so I can get back here on Friday at 2 o'clock. And then we'll be starting Final Fantasy VII, and we will be playing Final Fantasy VII until we beat it. That is very exciting.
But with that, everybody be safe. Have fun. Don't do missions for mid. It's not worth it. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye!